So fibre is a really interesting one. And it's a really interesting one because we know we're not getting enough fibre. So we should be getting at least 30 grams of fibre. In the UK, and it's similar in the US, we get on average about 20 grams of fibre. 95% of us are not having enough fibre. Fibre is the one nutrient that we know consistently is associated with beneficial health effects, reduction in many cancers, reduction in cardiovascular disease, reduction in levels of obesity, type 2 diabetes, etc. You know, it's an amazing nutrient, fibre, and we don't get enough of it. So it's good for us for many different reasons, and there's loads and loads of different types of fibre, and the different types of fibre are good for us for slightly different reasons. Really simply put, we've got soluble fibre, and that's great for us because it impacts things like cholesterol absorption, as well as other factors related to how quickly we metabolize food, etc. Then you've got insoluble fibre, which is the kind of fibre that, for example, are in those nuts, because fibre in those nuts is actually the cell wall. So most cell walls of plants are just fibre. That's great for us because it's food for our microbiome. It helps bulk out our stool, so it reduces our transit time, how quickly our poo basically passes through our colon, reduce the risk of colon cancer and so forth. But largely because it is the food upon which our microbiomes have their party, produce all of these wonderful molecules that we know impact so much related to our health. But we don't get enough of it. And we don't get enough of it because we're not eating the right types of food that we have in high amounts. So having any kind of fibre is going to improve our health. Having fibre that's added artificially back into food is going to be better than having no fibre. So the kind of bars that you're talking about that say are added fibre, great. Having fibre though from the whole food is always going to be better. And so with nuts, fibre is essentially the cell walls of the nuts. So it's having that role in reducing that bioaccessibility that we talk about, at slowing those nuts down. So that's always going to be better, having that fibre in the whole food, in its original structure, in the way nature intended. But having any kind of fibre is better than having none. And in a nation or you know, many nations where we're not having enough, if we can get some in our diet, even if it is processed fibre, it's better than no fibre, in my opinion.